Good afternoon. My name is Vesper Casas, and today I want to talk about empowering women. To empower our women will help us to construct better societies, stronger economies, to improve our quality of life, and to end up poverty and social injustice. This might sound as a huge consequence for something just like empower women. That's why I want to start talking about some statistics. And then I'm going to explain to you a little bit more about empowerment. So, more than 1,200 million of people keep living with less than $1 a day. 70% of population in poverty are women. FIDA, the International Fund for Agricultural Developing, states that the land owned by women around the world is just the 2%. Investigation shows that 800,000 people are victims of human trafficking. 70% of the victims are women and girls. 50% of them are underage. It is estimated that 72% of the 33 million of refugees are women. One woman die every second around the world as a consequence of pregnancy complications. Those are really important cifras, dates, numbers that make us think about the necessity of a change, the necessity of empowering for women. But what is empowerment? What is the meaning of that? Empowerment is a process in which women or men take control of their lives, so they improve their self-esteem, they take their own decisions, they have the necessary skills or learn the necessary skills and knowledge to help them in life. And it is a process and it is a result. So many countries around the world had already recognized the importance of the politics and programs that will improve the position of our women, because they recognize there is a necessity there, the necessity for our women to stand up, to take decisions, to improve their lives. And also the financial system is already profitable. So, but it is necessary to understand that gender politics and programs must be different in the different micro societies, because women respond different depending on of the social culture, of the religion, or of the gender roles they had assumed through their lives. So of course, to understand that, we need to know that gender is different than sex. Sex is just the characteristics that make us different from men. It can be physical, and those are universals. Gender, it refers to characteristics and social opportunities. Also, the relationship between women and men, the role the society had made for each one of us, women, men, boys, or girls. So we in Colombia, to make this example more specific, in Colombia, I have identified some characteristics that will help us to know the necessities of women in order to procure or to give them the opportunity to improve their lives. So the first characteristics I want to talk about, it's the culture of violence, because in Colombia many men and women had been victims of the conflict, the armed conflict, or the intrafamiliar violence. But for our women, they have suffered a lot of damages: physical, psychological, sexual, and financial damages. And we need to understand the necessity to confront those damages, especially first the psychological, because that will be the first step to help women on things like acceptance, forgiveness, that will let them start in a process of learning, on a process of communication, on a process of organization, and to work with other people. The second characteristic I want to talk about is the gender models, because in Colombia we have a role for women, and it is related always to motherhood, to domestic service, understanding that women need to or had to be devoted to reproduce and to take care of the family. So we need to break up those models and help them to advance, to make more programs, and to give women the opportunity to be managers, to because they have already shown they are able, or they are great managers, and they have a great culture of payment, and that's good for the financial system also. That responsibility, that discipline, that women are able. The third point I want to talk about is sexual education, because women need to be more conscious of her own bodies, to take